South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right.
Breaks into the open. Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Punts it out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of. for this offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Okay, but I already threatened to kick me out the league because I don't
think give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, Give on the inside. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Gets it past the marker. Oh, what a cut! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The give to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Makes the grab down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. UTEP handled its business today, and given what the week was like in El Paso, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls it in. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big time to play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Unleashes it on the run.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the ball comes to rest right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Makes the quick grab. Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere.
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Pocket breaking down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Made a defender miss. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just an outstanding return there, and really sets up his offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Out of the gun, the inside give. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Going right to work up top. It's complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And it's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Right down the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.